If you are a real Christian, don't ignore this video. What if the challenge you're facing right now is not here to destroy you, but to prepare you for something greater? Think about that for a moment. Every day, millions of people search for peace, hope, and answers. They try to find happiness in money, success, relationships, or recognition. But sooner or later, they realize that none of those things can truly fill the emptiness inside the human heart. Only God can do that. Maybe you're watching this video because you're carrying a burden nobody knows about. Maybe you're worried about your future. Maybe you're struggling with fear, stress, disappointment, or loneliness. Maybe you've been praying for something and wondering why. God hasn't answered yet. If that's you, listen carefully. God has not forgotten you. Even when life feels confusing, even when the answers don't come as quickly as you want, even when it seems like nothing is changing, God is still working behind the scenes. Many people think faith means having no problems. But real faith is trusting God when problems appear. Faith is believing that God is still in control when life feels out of control. Faith is choosing hope when fear tries to take over your thoughts. Look back at your life. Think about all the situations you thought would break you. The difficult days, the painful moments, the seasons when you felt weak, yet somehow you made it through. You are still here today. That is proof that God has been carrying you even when you didn't realize it. Sometimes we focus so much on what we don't have that we forget everything. God has already given us the breath in our lungs, the people who love us, the opportunities we've received, the prayers that have already been answered. God has been faithful before, and He will be faithful again. Maybe you're waiting for a breakthrough. Maybe you're praying for healing. Maybe you're asking for direction. Maybe you're hoping for a miracle. Don't lose hope. A delayed answer is not always a denied answer. Sometimes God is preparing you before He gives you what you've asked for. Sometimes He is protecting you from something you cannot see. Sometimes He is teaching you to trust Him more deeply. The truth is that God's timing is always perfect. Not our timing, His timing. And while waiting can be difficult, waiting with faith can transform your life. You don't need to have all the answers today. You don't need to know exactly what tomorrow will look like. You simply need to trust the one who holds tomorrow in His hands. The same God who helped people through impossible situations is still working today. The same God who brought hope into darkness is still changing lives today. The same God who carried you yesterday is carrying you right now. So don't let fear control your future. Don't let doubt steal your peace. Subscribe this channel.